For the past few weeks, Star Wars Battlefront has been trending on everything. Now you might be thinking, why in the world is an 8-year-old game all of a sudden coming back from the dead? What could possibly have brought this about? And maybe, does it have something to do with Andor? Former devs, YouTubers, gamers, and even the cast of Andor has been getting in on the action to try and push to get Battlefront 3 made. Mohamed Ben Amor, who plays Wilmon Pack, even got in on it, posting this saying, "Give us Battlefront 3, which got me thinking, what really brought about this surge, and is it connected to Andor Season 2? This past May has been absolutely packed with Star Wars content, especially Season 2 of Andor, which premiered on April 22nd and ran 3 episodes a week for 4 weeks, all culminating in some of the best TV we've ever seen from Star Wars. Some have attributed the massive rise in player count in Battlefront 2 to Andor, which just released over this past month, but that's not completely accurate. So let's take a little bit closer look at why an 8-year-old game that launched amid controversy is all of a sudden making a comeback. What could have sparked all of this? And as much as I love Andor and want to be able to say that Andor played a part in this, I really don't think it did. In fact, the reason why I think this game has grown in popularity just over this last month and why people are crying out for a Battlefront 3 is due to a few reasons. One, there has been a consistent Battlefront community all throughout these past 8 years, and rewinding even further back, Battlefront is one of the most loved Star Wars games of all time, or at least series. And so when remakes started happening with Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 based off of the older games, fans jumped on board and absolutely loved playing the game. It wasn't until microtransactions and some broken game mechanics were brought in at the launch of Battlefront 2 that really soured some of the taste in people's mouths, and so the player base dropped off a little bit. So what brought it back? Was it just that we're in May and May the 4th happened? Well, in fact, I think it has more to do with Darth Vader than anything else.
Is this a ritual of reconciliation or a display of fondness? Your identity is but a ripple in the Force, Kratos.
Your thoughts on Spaceballs?
An absurd parody, a mockery of galactic conflict, and yet strangely amusing.
Hey Darth, have you ever been to Tatooine?
Tatooine, a desolate wasteland. What is your fascination with such a backward planet? Do you seek to vacation there?
It's got lots of nice sand.
Sand. It is coarse and irritating, Emperor Palpatine.
I don't know, I like sand.
Does the feel of sand between your toes offer some primal comfort?
That's exactly it. Very primal, very comforting. You don't like sand?
It is coarse, irritating, and gets everywhere. A weakness, I find.
Sorry, what's coarse and gets everywhere?
You speak of the sand again, Deadpool. Its pervasive nature is tiresome. Are you seeking a poetic description of its irritating qualities?
Yes.
Very well. It is a coarse carpet, forever underfoot, a silent witness to the relentless march of time and tide, an irritant and foe. Satisfied?
How about you give me a poem about sand that's more simple and rhymes, like a Dr. Seuss poem?
You seek verse of Seussian simplicity on sand? Very well. I shall attempt to plumb the depths of Dr. Seuss. I hate sand. You hate sand. He hates sand. We all cry.
What?
Fortnite has launched a galactic battle season starting on May 2nd, ending on June 7th. And one of the key features in that is an AI Darth Vader that has been blowing up all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You see him everywhere, partly because of the hilarious nature of engaging with this AI.
Darth Vader, is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan?
Apprentice, the prowess of athletes is irrelevant. But since you ask, Jordan's killer instinct far exceeds this LeBron James.
Wow.
And so this Fortnite event is characterized by a few different things. May 2nd is the Imperial Takeover. May 8th is the Pull of the Force. May 22nd, Mandalorian Rising. May 29th, Star Destroyer bombardment, and June 7th, the Death Star sabotage. While on the face of it, it seems like this has been a good thing for Fortnite, it in fact has been a better thing for Battlefront, because when you go to trailers and look at everything that's going on, people are leaving this Fortnite event to go play Battlefront 2. And it's because a lot in point, I think it's gotten a lot of the younger generation and people that weren't playing Battlefront 8 years ago into the mix alongside the YouTubers and gamers who have stuck alongside of this all along. As much as I want to say that the beauty and greatness of Andor rubbed off onto Battlefront 2, I don't think that's an accurate assessment of what's actually happening. And it even caused me, with all this going on, I wanted to see what it was all about. So I re-downloaded Battlefront 2 down onto my PS5, and I've been really enjoying the experience. Completely full lobbies, almost no wait for a game. Even in the middle of the day at random times, you can find games all the time. Absolutely packed lobbies where you're getting full 20-on-20 galactic assault and supremacy, which is absolutely amazing. All of it has been super fun and reminded me how much enjoyment I got out of Battlefront in the years past. Now, admittedly, I haven't been able to play as much Battlefront 2, and I didn't really play much of it because of the loot boxes and everything else. I kind of just walked away from it, but I've really been enjoying my time back. So what is going on really? Well, I think there's some YouTubers in particular that have started pushing this more and more, and you're seeing Battlefront 3 be commented everywhere. It's under trailers for GTA 6. It's all over the internet. Really, you just type in Battlefront into Twitter and you can see the memes and everything that have just exploded around this event. And then you get devs chiming in saying, we would love to make another Battlefront. Now, while EA doesn't hold the licensing any longer to Star Wars, this would then fall back on Lucasfilm. Is this something they're going to follow up with? When you're seeing hundreds of thousands of players crashing the servers because so many people are playing this game, it definitely is sending a message that gamers want Star Wars multiplayer, not just Fortnite with a Star Wars skin, but something that really is in the Star Wars universe, that brings back all of these characters that they love. At the end of the day, while it isn't Andor that's triggered the biggest comeback in recent video game history, it is great to see people enjoying Star Wars. Even younger audiences that maybe haven't really loved Star Wars getting involved and enjoying what's happening in a galaxy far, far away. And for many of us, it was the video games that really kept our love of Star Wars going on in a time when there weren't movies and TV shows. Now you could read the expanded universe and other things like that, but for so many of us 90s and 80s kids, it was the video games that kept our love of Star Wars going. And maybe, just maybe, it's some of that that's going to be able to boost the love of Star Wars. Is this something that's going to carry over into Mandalorian Grogu? I'm not so sure about that. When we've seen things like this pop up before, they usually come for a few months and go away. So it'll be very interesting to see how long the Battlefront 2 push continues as they continue to break records on Steam and concurrent players. The highest that I've seen so far is in the 170,000 players playing across all platforms. And like I've said, from my own personal experience, I've seen that to be true with no lobby wait times. Everything is kind of packed, and you're seeing a lot of newer players get into the game, which has made the games a little bit lopsided at times, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun to jump back into this multiplayer space, a space that Star Wars has no new games for in the past 8 years. Because what happens is game after game gets announced, then canceled, announced, then canceled. Game devs get fired, restructuring around all these different things. And so this is leading many to wonder, is this sending a loud enough message? Are the people that are actually making decisions listening? This doesn't mean we're going to get a Battlefront 3 announcement anytime soon, but it is showing that there is a market for people to play a Star Wars centered multiplayer online experience. And I, for one, am just glad people are enjoying Star Wars. Let me know what you think down below. Have you re-downloaded or maybe purchased for the first time Star Wars Battlefront 2? And if you have, let me know your experiences down below. Guys, thanks for being here. As always, my name is Jeremy. This is The Force Fandom. And remember, the Force will be with you always.